You don't love me anymore, she said while hugging her niece sitting in the fourth corner of the room in the very cute whining way to her one and only handsome man. They was packing his stuffs when she said this. Believing that, he stepped towards her, holding her from her knees in the same position. He lifted her and stepped towards the bed, sitting with her on his lap. He kissed her cheek. Day. It's just for 2 weeks, baby. When? No, it seems like 2 years. Day. Why? I'm not yet left, and you started missing me. I would have took you with me, but it's very complicated place, baby. When? Saying this, after cuddling for some time, they slept in each other's embrace. After some time, Taeyang got up and got freshened up. Taeyang, on the phone. Okay, I'm leaving now. I'll be there in some hours. And take care of my love, mom. I'm leaving her at your place. I got up by talking sound as I am not a heavy sleeping person, but I was before. When I got my sense back, I heard some noise like someone talking on call from the gallery. I stepped towards the gallery, and there he was, my very pretty and handsome gentleman talking on call. I started stepping towards him, but heard something and stopped over there. After saying bye to his mother, he turned over to just see his cute little girl standing there with her small, fully hanged brain. He took her in a tight hug, not that tight that it will break her ribs, rubbing her back with one hand and another caressing her hair carefully. When they voice of crying, damn baby. I checked her, but she was not actually crying. When nothing, just stay like this. Hugged him more tightly. The young. I checked her, and she was not crying, just making her voice like a crybaby. But when she hugged me even tighter and said that, I felt her tears on my chest and tried lifting her chin, but she refused. I can sense something is wrong. Removing her both hands, I uplifted her chin and saw her puffy red eyes, which I can see. Damn, baby, what happened? When nothing. Damn. When let me cancel it. Cut. When no. Saying this, she wiped her tears with her tiny hands and kissed his forehead by standing on her tiptoes. After giving a dark peck on his forehead, she adjusted his coat while saying, Wine, sorry, take care of yourself and no cold drinks, okay? And come soon. And yeah, bye. Taeyang pecked her forehead and her nose. Take care too. My baby is being sincere day by day. She smiled and bidding him a goodbye, closing the door, her tears started flowing uncontrollably. Coming to her bedroom, she started crying more while sitting on the bed. He said he will leave me at his parents' house, but he again changed his mind and told Jack to leave me there. After some time, she came downstairs with her bags and phone fully ready with her red puffy eyes. Few minutes passed and the doorbell rang, revealing Jack standing there to pick her up. He was driving and I was not in my ability to mind what he was doing, as I am not really in the mood to talk with him as he is the most trusted person by my bear. But I was literally knocked out of my thoughts when he touched my hand. Jack. Sorry. He internally smirked after saying sorry to her, and she knew what were his intentions. She felt uncomfortable, but she ignored and looked outside the window. After an interval of time, they reached their destination, which was none other than Taeyang's parents' house. We reached, and without waiting for him, I entered the house and got welcomed by my parents-in-law. Mom hugged me tightly, and after that, Dad hugged me too. After a time, they started serving me snacks in which I was not interested at all because I was not having any type of appetite. After kindly saying no for the snacks, she got up and directly went to the guest room which Mrs. Kim told her before. She entered and closed the door and started reading some random books which she packed in her stuff. After some time, she fell asleep unknowingly. Mrs. Kim called her for dinner but she refused to have it. 2 days passed and she used to eat once a day, that too forcefully or getting scolded by Mrs. Kim. Her mood used to be always low. This was not unnoticeable by Mrs. Kim. Time 8:30 in the morning. Place Kim's house. Wine came down after getting fresh, but she was not looking that glowing and fresh. Her mood seemed to be same, low. She came down and sat on the couch. After a while, refusing the bed first, she started going upstairs, but Mrs. Kim stopped her. Mom, Wine, sweetheart, where are you going? Wine, in my room, Mom. Mom, why are you so low? What happened, my baby? You're not even mixed up with me. Do you think they will like this, that you are not happy and we are not even trying for your happiness? Jack, let's go to Pacific Park, Mom. Yeah, that's a good idea, but I have some work to do and it can't be delayed. Jack, that's okay, Mom. We both will cut. Wine, no, let's not go. I'm also not in mood to cut. Mom, Wine, please for me. It will help you to boost up your mood, baby. Jack, yeah. Wine, but Mom, cut. Mom, please for me, sweetie. Wine signed and nodded. After an hour, she was ready and Jack was ready too. She bid a bye to Mrs. Kim and he drove the car to the park. Soon they reached and coming out from the car, they both entered in the park. They were walking silently until he broke the silence. Jack, wanna eat something? Smile. Wine, no, I'm fine. Slightly smile. Jack, come on, let's have an ice cream at least. Wine, no, you. Ah! Before she answered, he started dragging her and she fell down on the way. She got hurted on her knee. Jack bent down and helped her to get up, taking the chance he took her to an empty shaded forest path. Jack, come, be careful, slowly. Wine, Jack, I'm okay. Let me just sit somewhere. Let me say it first. Jack, yeah, wait, and yeah, come sit here. Wine, thanks. We came to an unknown place and he helped me sitting on the bench while he sat down in front of me. Maybe for checking my mount, slowly taking my clothes up a little, I was checking my knee. She was busy in checking her knee. Unknown from the surroundings, she was cleaning it a little with her almost shivering tiny hands because she was a sensitive girl. She was in her thoughts until she felt Jack's hand caressing her thigh. I was checking my knee, but what I felt next was breathtaking for me. He was caressing my thigh, going upwards a bit. I jerked his hand, saying, "What the hell do you think you're doing, Jack?" Jack, I was cut. Wine stood up. I knew your intentions were never clear on me. From first day when I saw you, and you cut. She was shouting on his face, but he cut her words by instantly grabbing her both hands while flipping her around and joined her both hands in his one hand. Jack, yes, you're absolutely right, baby girl. I liked your beauty from first day I saw you with. Cut. He was talking nonsense until Wine stamped her heels on his open toe and he screamed in pain. Leaving her both hands on, she dusted somewhat, grabbing from the ground directly in his eyes, making his eyes blind for the moment, and she started running. grabbed his eyes and started squeezing it while she continued running while breathing heavily, and he started chasing her now. She hid behind a tree and soon he reached there. Standing a little away from her, he was shouting her name continuously while warning her to come out. Jack, come out, baby girl. You know it will be more hard for you if I found you. He can't see me, but I can see him from the back of the tree, and I was actually getting scared. Vine was crying silently while tightly covering her mouth with her palms. Few seconds passed and a hand touched her shoulder, making her breathless. She turned and her eyes started flowing again. She hugged Taeyang tightly and cried her heart out. Seeing this, Taeyang was boiling in anger. After a while of calming her down, he got up and taking a step towards Jack. He slightly tapped Jack's shoulder as he was back facing him. Seeing this, Vine slided back of Taeyang in fear. Noticing this, he intertwined his fingers with her, taking her in front. Jack turned and Taeyang then shifted his cold and hostile glare towards Jack, his face contoured with rage, bared teeth, clenched jaw. Taeyang, would you thought I will leave my most significant person alone? I had watched on your every disgusting move, but I thought that it must be my illusion. But you dared to look at my girl with those eyes. How the hell your mind allowed you? He was talking a bit loudly, but as time traveled, his voice started scaring Vine, and she unintentionally started squeezing his hand while shivering. They noticed it and signed. Calling for his one guard and handing Jack to him, he started proceeding towards his black rover while holding her interwoven hand. She tried but failed, resulting trembling her feet against each other. He turned and secured her by holding her through her shaking tiny wrist, while he noticed a well-torn wound on her knee. He just shot a glance at her before holding her yet gently yet carefully in his arms, taking some slow steps in respect of her not getting any scratch to her wound, as if her weight didn't felt for him. Making sure her head didn't get hurt, he carefully placed her on the passenger seat. In a fraction of seconds, he was next to her, twisting the key and pressing the accelerator. They started their ride. The ride was silent. He didn't even smell my cologne, which is his habit. He always hugs me to get blessed by the dark lavender perfume's flavor while snuggling through my neck. He was driving at the hell speed, which he knows I am scared of it, but seemed like it was unnoticeable by him. Trying to calm myself, I turned my clear gaze out of the window. They reached after an interval of time and she moved out of the car. He continued driving and parked the car until she was turned by looking at the destination. Again, holding her up in bridal stand, he headed inside, entering the main door with her in his arms and grabbing everyone's attention, heading towards his cabin, followed by his personal assistant. They entered in his cabin and he carefully placed her on the chair. Then get a call for a doctor in after 10 minutes. Okay, sir. Anything else, boss? Then you will leave. The man bowed and exited the place, giving a sudden, involuntary contraction of a muscle in the pretty girl's intestines present over there with a man who was presently playing the role of an iceberg. He knows it very well. I'm scared of medical procedures. Listening to the conversation between them, my body went numb for a second, thinking the fact how the hell I'm gonna adjust with the upcoming travel, that too without him by my side. I calmed myself down a little and drank a full glass of water in one go, which went noticeable by him. I know she's scared, but she needs her wound to be treated. I can do it, but I'm scared if my hands went up on her soft skin. I can't see her crying more. Firstly, she had danced on my nerves, not taking care of herself. It's her habit nowadays. After some minutes, my secretary knocked the she started bending to collect the pieces of glass. Before she can touch one, I took some long steps and held her palm, making her physically flinch. And she started her sorry again, putting my index finger on to shut her. I said, "Damn, don't need to be." Jack got the first aid kit and asked doctor to wait for few intervals. Jack, okay sir, thank you. He exited and again entered the cabin with the kit, handing it to the young. He left the cabin, giving them their privacy. Taking the kit, he stepped towards her and she was standing there with some smaller cups, trying to hide them. Getting her from her upper lip stride, he picked her up and placed her on his work counter. Sliding some files right once, he placed the kit over there. Opening the kit, he took some cotton, getting it wet by some antiseptic liquid. He kneeled at her knee level and started cleaning. The way he was treating me by his silence was killing me, but the way he was pampering me through his actions, he was soft, super duper soft, but still it hurted a little, which caused me to listen pain. Closing her eyes tightly, she tried suppressing her tears, but they started flowing, which was noticed by him. Unintentionally, she was holding my left hand's finger very tightly. She digging her nails in my hand in pain. Removing her hand from my fingers, I intertwined our hands. Her tears were landing on her lap, which was visible for me, which should not be streaming down. That hurted me in my heart. Slowly blowing her wound while cleaning it, I started dressing it. After a few seconds, he was done treating her. Closing the kit, he slided it down and picking her up in bridal style, he headed towards his rover. Placing her slowly on her respective seat, he dragged her back to his house. Again taking her in his safe arms, he stepped inside the house, placing her on the bed of his bedroom. He proceeded towards washroom. This was the first time he was giving silent treatment. I'm sorry, dear. I'm sorry. I can't take your silence. Crying hardly with her hiccups, she slept while hugging her lips silently. After some time, Liam came and saw her already sleeping. Getting his laptop, he proceeded towards the coach and sat in front of her, working with his files and laptop. I was working when my gaze shifted towards her. Why? Did you trust in me? Or did you already doubted my trust and love, my new darling? At least you should have called me when that touched you. I was going to my work again until my attention fell on her small tiny figure, which was gonna spin down the bed. Running towards her, he held her in his arms, fixing her again on his position. He slowly removed some strands of her hair, admiring her face with same disappointment. He started leaving, but drinking some water. After she finished, she started talking, but he shut her